What's good, Finn Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. And we are back here for another one as the Dolphins drop anything but a heartbreaker to the Jets 40-17. It was absolutely ugly. I've dropped the link. I'll keep dropping the link. I'll give y'all guys a chance to come back here and come up. Already 175 of y'all in the room. Please smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I mean, hey, let's. What are we waiting for? Let's start it, right? Rhino, Pyro, Logan, Jan, Robert, Kingsley 305. What's going on, boys?
I absolutely hate every damn thing I'm seeing.
Pyro, you got space in that hole, bro?
Now that hole needs to become a landfill. Because Jesus Christ,
guys, we're only 3-2. Jesus Lord.
Yeah, I agree with Reason. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
And two is probably going to be back next week. I mean,
exactly.
I hope so.
Well, those were listen.
Defense.
Hold on a sec.
What defense?
Exactly.
Okay, hold on a sec here. They would have Tua would have been back this week if not for the optics. He was clearing everything all week.
Yeah, right.
The only reason he wasn't back this week was because of optics. That's it. All right. So next
the same reason Teddy was out today. Actually,
why do you think they didn't? Why didn't you think they didn't put it? Well, no, Teddy is because some spotter said they saw him stumble. So the new protocols that have been in place,
they're just taking it way too far, though.
Right. The new protocols, he's automatically out when that happens.
I mean, this is.
Why do you think they didn't put Tua on IR? Because he's automatically out 4 games.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, he's coming back, especially now.
Why do you think they've avoided that? If this was serious, he would be on IR right now.
True.
I just
but I don't want to.
This game really opened up people's eyes and really appreciate.
Not really.
Like I didn't need
only
this game, though, to be like this. Like the problem set with it is,
but we can't tackle for 5 straight weeks, man.
And we aren't getting the big.
No, we haven't been able to tackle since the preseason.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
And again, a lot of that comes down to it's 19-17. You got like listen, a bunch of factors cost us the game, but Tanner Connor's got to make that catch up that seam.
Yeah, that was a moment.
You're 19-17 now. Sanders is well within. He's inside the 35, so there's no issue about him kicking a field goal. And now all of a sudden, now they're down by 1, and it's a different game. Instead, you give them the football with great field position. They make one throw, and they're inside our 35. And then, boom, before you know it, Breece Hall takes it down to the 1, and they punch it in. Game over.
Reason I heard, just real quick, just to update on that. They said Smythe was out. Like the Dolphins update.
Yeah, but where's Gesicki, bro? I franchise take this guy for 13 million. Where's this guy? What's this guy doing? 11 million, whatever. Where's this guy right now?
He would have called it.
It shows up in garbage time.
So, but like,
yeah.
Here's my problem set. Every time our defense is bad, I hear excuses of, well, X is out and Byron's out, which means it's predicated on 2 individuals entirely.
It's essential for you cannot.
That's not.
Well, our defense is predicated on the back end. That's the problem with how our defense is built right now. When you have X and Byron, that's what allows us to be aggressive and blitz and rush. When you don't have them, now all of a sudden we can't, and that takes something. That takes literally elements out of our game. How many times can you count? How many times you saw cover 0 today?
But like. If that's the case,
they can't do it because it has to do with the Byron. They can't do it because
it has nothing to do with
this. There's no distance. You can't replace a top 3 guy and a top 20 guy with what you have in house.
I understand that, but this is my problem with it. Like,
yeah, but that's how they built the defense, bro. There's nothing you can do about
it. Right.
It's literally schematically how they built this defense.
You got to play. You got to play the hand that you've been dealt with. You got to play the hand that you've been dealt with.
Yeah, but do you understand? Do you understand how hard that change is? Do you understand how hard it is to go from a 3-4 to go from a 3-4 to a 4-3? You have to change all your personnel.
Yeah, that's too.
All your personnel has to get changed.
That's literally too.
You'd have to move bodies out.
I still don't like the
excuse. It does, yeah, exactly. And Pyro's actually right. That's why do you think he didn't turn over our defense? Because it usually takes about 2 years to turn over a defense.
Yep.
On personnel alone.
I still don't like the excuse that we don't practice.
And then, hold on. And then you got to reteach all these guys a new scheme. The ones you do keep have to learn a new scheme and adapt to it. So now there's growing pains with that. Look at Baker. The reason why Baker has never, ever fit in is because he's a wide 9-4-3 will linebacker.
Facts.
And that's why he's never fit in. And how many years are we into this scheme now? And you've never seen him reach his potential. And it's because he's not a scheme fit. Some of these guys in our front seven all of a sudden do not become. Raekwon Davis is no longer where you're going to fit Raekwon now.
I don't know. I'm not
because you're not running a nose. You're not running a nose now.
No one knows.
You're probably going to primarily a 4-3 now.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to change, man. We're a hybrid anyways.
It's been known for quite some time, though.
Football game.
What's up? The strength of the secondary is built off of two guys, and the other guys are just fill-in guys that come in.
And Javon Holland has not been good.
No, not at all.
It's been terrible.
Well, and Logan, I heard my thing is this, bro. Like even in football, if you don't get to do the one thing that is your
why are you flashing? I want to ask Richard why he's flashing scissors on screen.
Yeah, why? What's up with the scissors?
Yeah, don't do anything with that shit, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
I get one in the cut.
If you don't,
this man's ready to cut a Jets fan, bro.
If you don't get to do right, I mean, and people make really, people kind of like throw this completely out on left field. But if you don't get to do the one element of your job as a defensive player that makes you a defensive player, how good are you really going to be at it? If you can't, listen, the only thing they can do in practice is run up to third. But that doesn't at any point account for how much effort a guy on the offensive side of the ball who doesn't give two shits about the fact that you only did third in the week is going to shoot going to lower his shoulder and going to hit you with the same amount of force. And if you ain't been practicing that, running up to wrap up somebody is not that easy. It's not.
I know it's not easy, but we obviously have an issue, and we're one of the worst teams with tackling. We are one of the worst.
It's always been there. It's always been there.
Other teams don't have as bad a tackling problem as we do. Like,
no, that's not true. Tackling is horrendous across the league. I'm
talking about the good ones. I'm talking about the good ones, man.
Well, who are the good ones? Because if you look at it, you can go.
Every team that we play.
I was just sitting there watching. Listen, I was just sitting in my living room right now watching Carolina and San Francisco, and before I even came in here to put the headset on, I saw 5 missed tackles.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think we just have a bigger problem than. Is our problem significant? Yes, but I don't think it's any worse than anybody else's. Everybody's fucking sucking because the rules have changed. You can't be you can't even be remotely as physical as you used to be. There used to be things that guys could do to help them make tackles, but they can't do them. You can't reroute receivers. You can't do any of that shit. So, bro,
you know what I mean? But
they put WD-40 on them gloves, bro.
Listen, the thing for me is this,
I think that they need to make some kind of adjustment on how to practice it.
Well, this has been going on since
they did
preseason.
The NFLPA. They voted on this. They asked not to be able to be physical.
We are not doing a good job.
They brought this shit on themselves. Players across the league voted not to have contact practices.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You got a limited number. The Jets. I mean,
I want to ask a question.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
I want to ask a question. The ball game.
They have the same practice rules as we do. That's all I'm saying.
But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
Here's the kicker. At the end of the day, when without a shadow, I thought there was a stretch where we actually did an amazing job of just running the ball. In those instances, they know what was coming. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get it to a point where, hell, they didn't have to throw the ball anymore. All they did was just basically run downhill. And eventually, I don't give a shit how much you practice or whatever, you're going to get tired. You're getting tired of seeing a motherfucking fresh back come in, clipping off 7-8 yards of carry. Like, legitimately, we got our ass handed to us because they just out-physicaled us. At the point of attack, they out-physicaled us. And I don't give a damn who it is. You ain't tackling when your heart ain't in it. Like, when you're looking up at the scoreboard, you're just thinking, fuck, man, let's get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, they literally got 2 arms around
and that's what happened.
Like, it just slips like
I have a question.
Like, I want to go.
That's not an excuse. They never showed up. It is what it is.
So it's a hard thing.
One at a time.
So if we're saying the heart is in it, is the heart still out of it because Tua's not there? Is that
listen? I think this team. I don't think no, hold on. I'm not saying that, but I think that this team is way differently motivated when they know without a shadow of a doubt that Uno is in there as opposed to You can't. There's no way as a coach you can plan to have on
Especially
the
when Teddy
first
goes down.
freaking play, bro.
Oh yeah,
With your
man.
backup, the guy that took all the lion's share of your reps, the guy that you basically built this whole offensive plan around Teddy's skill sets now, and he's down.
Right.
He's done.
Right. On the first play, man.
You sitting on the sideline as a defensive player, like, what the fuck, man? Like,
hey, Reason, Scissorhands has a question, bro.
Go ahead, Richard.
And the defense played pretty good.
Hold on, Pyro. Go ahead, Richard.
I was cleaning the grinder, but I have a question for Reason and ball game. I know how the defense is built. I understand the whole system within how the defense is, but they built it to be multiple. That's what they always said, and I understand what they meant by that, as in they would change it up.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid. Yeah, so they would change it up to who they're facing. But what I'm going to ask is there a way that they could implement more than one scheme within the defensive scheme? So let's say, for example, we know that we're really solid on the back end, allows us to put the pressure on the front end, and Xavier and the two guys at the back end is down now. So we need a different scheme, a different strategy within the scheme to still be able to get pressure.
You don't get
brother,
that,
you're about to be week 6 into the NFL. You can't run those kind of installs. That's why you have the reason why you have preseason. Okay, because let's talk about the practice thing for a sec with what ball game's alluding to. See, what happens with practices is you only have, when the regular season starts, you only have a certain amount of contact padded practices. The rest are walkthroughs, and that's because of the CBA. That's why the preseason is so crucial, because when you're doing all your installs defensively and offensively, it's at full speed. You can hit, the pads are on, etc., etc. You can't start installing a new defensive schemes more than a quarter of the way through the season when you don't have the proper practice methods to even install it. And execute it in practice.
Because what you need to be able to see, just like on offense, on defense as well, you need to be able to see how guys shore up hand placement, how they get through blocks, how they actually go through the process of taking on blockers. But you can't do it if you can't be physical at the point of attack. So trying to install these new things.
And that's weeks of work too, bro. Like weeks of work.
Do you feel, and I'm not just trying to kill Boy or anything like that. I actually do like him. I hope he works out good right now. I think he should be fired. But at the same time, don't you think he should have had something like that implemented from the get-go?
Well, I mean, but here's the thing, though.
It's worked for him, bro.
If you think about it, the last 2 seasons, it's worked. They just supposed to just build up on it, but you don't anticipate both your number 1 and number 2 cornerback being down with injuries, bro.
Not only in the past 2 seasons, the last 3 to 4 games were.
And now y'all see why they were trying to push Byron Jones out the door, and they wanted to bring in J.C. Jackson. And they had the money. We still have almost $20 million in cap. They had the money to bring him in if they needed to.
It was an if it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality this season.
Well, the defense was close. All the defense has to do.
This surgery Byron took, it screwed us out of moving off of him, and now it's screwing us by keeping him these many weeks. The guy's not even ready to start.
I'm sorry, ball game.
I don't agree with you. The guy's not even ready to come off the pup and start training and get ready in the 21-day window. Like,
you don't agree
Byron Jones ain't gonna be back till week 8, week 9.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't agree
I think
with me.
I know what you're going to say, but the defense is supposed to at least carry this team against the Jets.
No. I told you. Listen.
Supposed to carry this team against the Jets.
You don't listen, bro. You don't listen. See, here's the thing. You're doing exactly what everybody else does in this community, with the exception of the people that actually understand football. The Jets have been at the bottom of the division, bro. They don't have nowhere to go but up. They draft just like everybody else. They bring in new coaches. They brought in new philosophies, and they don't have nothing to lose. You think just while we showed up that they are supposed to just roll over and lay down for us? That's not how this works. All right, then. So why are you talking about the defense supposed to be the defense did hold us into this game for quite a while.
Exactly.
They did.
Bro.
What are you talking about?
We didn't capitalize.
The offense fucking failed, not the defense, and then the defense got tired. You got to get bludgeoned for 6-7 yards a pop. They started running the ball exclusively.
Same thing happened with Cincinnati. They were in it.
They held up.
Until we
I want to hear that. Don't do that, bro. Like, they did their job. They did as best they could with what they had, and then the floodgates opened. But at the end of the day, They all played lackluster. The Jets
defense-
had more energy.
The
Just
two
have
drives in a row.
Exactly.
The
Come
drive,
on now, don't
the
do
drive
that.
where we got the ball on our own 45, and then we moved it 5 yards, and then we ended up taking the penalty, and it took away the 5 yards.
Took away
and
the
then we
5
punted
yards.
it.
Yeah.
And then the drive after that, when Tanner Connor missed the catch, and then we missed the field goal. Those two literally we had two
Backbreakers,
drives
bro.
in a row where if you would have put points, you
Both
would
of
have
those
been up
led to
by,
touchdowns.
you would have been up by more than a field goal if you would have put up 6 points, or you'd have been up by 5. No, you
And look at the swing, bro. Look at the
you would have
swing.
been
Look
up
how
by
long that.
4. You'd have been up by 4. They would have
Yes.
needed a touchdown to get ahead of you.
Yes, and look at that. Look at the swing on them. Look at the swing of those two drives where we didn't actually get anything out of them, and then the defense was right back on. Now I'm not making excuses. They got to play, but at the end of the day, bro, you can only take so much. They're human.
All right.
I mean, it's not like we got
I'm sorry.
androids out there, bro.
Real quick, ball game.
I'm sorry. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled because the last 2 seasons the defense held them
The
to
only
like
thing I'm going to
3
say about the
points, 10
defense,
points.
the defense, I didn't like them against the run today. That's why I
Right?
didn't like.
Yeah,
the
they
defense against the
definitely
run.
didn't show up against the run.
It just they needed
They
a
spoiled me
spark.
then.
They needed a spark from the offense, and that's why I think what we're missing with Tua. Because you remember that 3rd and 22 in the Buffalo game when Tua completed that to Waddle. You seen everybody getting that burst of energy, and what happened? We stopped Buffalo's heading to a field goal. You know, it's
We couldn't set the edge today.
We came into the third quarter, you know, with an edge.
We didn't
You
feel.
can't just-
We didn't feel. We didn't do anything. We didn't.
And
We
I'm gonna
didn't
say this: Tua really makes that offensive line look a lot better than it really is, eh?
Yeah.
That's 100.
I want to say to all those people out there who chooses everybody else and try to find every excuse to pick somebody else over Tua. Please stop.
Waddle-
Now you see the difference?
They
Now you
ain't
see
gonna
the
stop,
difference.
bro.
Just stop.
They ain't stopping, man.
Waddle was non-existent, man. Non-existent
Yeah.
until that.
Yeah,
until
it-
that
I was
pass-
hoping there was a trick play with
You know what,
like.
listen, let me tell you the
Cleveland Waddle.
mentality of the third string quarterback, bro. I got to get the ball to the number one guy, so he's happy, and then everybody else that I can.
I don't know if any of
Waddle's
y'all
number
noticed.
2.
He was shivering.
Waddle's number 2 to him, and he probably never even gets a chance to really even throw the ball to Waddle. So
Yeah, but he's throwing interceptions to Craycraft, bro.
Yeah, but who is he? Yeah, but think about it, right? Who was he really out there lining up running his reps with prior to?
Oh no! Well, we also don't know where the progression started on and then on the play call. So
Well,
you
he's a
can't even-
righty,
you
so it
can't
could be
say that.
right to left.
I give it to him though. I mean, I'm gonna give him that one though, only because his arm got hit by one fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not putting the interception on him. No.
Saw a lot of
I
noise
do
on
think
Friday.
though he
Bro,
could
this
have
is
got
what I got
rid of
an
the ball a
issue
little
with.
bit quicker
This is what
though.
I got an issue with. Well, for sure. There's a couple times like that last sack he took where he looked confused in the pocket, like he was looking around, like what do I do?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't like. It always happens because I'm a Penguins fan. It always happens against rookie goalies.
Right.
Breece Hall makes a name for himself against us, bro.
Yeah.
197 all-purpose yards when that Jets offense only put up 324.
You look like
Do
Le'Veon Bell
you
today.
realize that means the Jets offense put up 127 yards and he put up 197? Think about that for a second. Breece Hall beat us, not the New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How
it
come we
sucks.
didn't do the
that
same
you're-
thing with?
He's
How come we
such a
didn't do the
patient
same thing
runner,
with
dude.
Gosert, man?
Oh,
Like,
buddy,
such a
remember I
patient
was
runner.
gushing over that guy, bro. That was my
Dude,
RB1,
it was
bro.
bananas,
I had-
man.
I was
He
trying
was
to figure out
so
what.
good, bro.
I was trying to figure out what Eric Rowe was thinking because you know that when they bring you down, you roll down in coverage in the box. If one's leaving, if one's coming across your face, somebody else is leaving out the back door. And I don't understand. He was the only dude that had flat responsibility, and yet he looking
Nothing.
inside, and Breece Hall gets right outside of him.
Bro, there was this one
Easy
play
as
where
Earl
he-
Wilson could
Bro,
make
our
it, he's
safety
gone.
play's been listen, other than that Brandon Jones sack, what did our safeties do for us today?
Nothing.
Nothing, bro.
See, that's the problem. If you're going to be out with Byron and X, if they're going to be out, then Brandon Jones, Rowe, and especially Javon Holland need to
Gotta
bring their
step up,
freaking A game, bro.
maybe Javon
And
Holland was a
Javon
little-
Holland has not been good this season so far. I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about missed tackles. See, listen, I can buy in the missed tackles with the practicing to a certain extent, but when we're talking about guys who have been in this defense for multiple years, and we're talking about guys who we've seen play at elite levels, I can't give them the pass.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. What's this guy doing with it? Where do you think you're gonna go with that arm tackling, bro? You think? And another guy, look at Quan Alexander, a guy I thought we could get in the cheap on this linebacker core. This guy's making shoelace tackles on fourth down to turn the ball over. Like, man, and we're not getting anything. Our biggest play from the linebacking level today was two of them. Jerome Baker, who didn't turn his head back and could have actually probably made a play on that, just hit him in the head.
Please go find your mama, bro. Please go find your mama.
And then Channing Tindall was the only other linebacker play, and we know he's barely getting any reps. I mean,
I want to see what Channing Tindall got because I'm out on Jerome Baker. And
I'm done with Jerome Baker, bro.
I'm done with the Landon Roberts,
mentally.
Like, I'm done with both the linebackers. Like,
there ain't nothing we can do.
Done with the whole group. They all stunk it up. Don't just call out one or two. They all stunk.
Yeah,
Well, I like Riley's like physicality today. There were like some plays where like
and the penalties and the penalties.
I don't think
man.
physicality is our linebackers' problem. They're physical. Brain is their problem.
2 face mask penalties in a row.
Yeah, your best.
Tell me this.
I don't know. It's hard.
And one of them
30
is a
yards,
sack.
man. 30 yards plus whatever they had on.
My God.
30 yards.
Don't forget the penalties on offense. Soon
it's hard to win when your best two players are standing on the sideline. Well, one of them not even there with you.
False
one of them is home.
Bro, we got roughing, we got unnecessary roughness on offense. Bro. I was like,
we got X.
What did Terry Connor do on this play?
It's almost like deja vu, right, boys? Like even like last week, that first drive.
I told people about Jones
with Chase Edmonds, that first drive, and then this week, you know.
All I want the people in the front office to do is to know who they got up in the quarterback position, and they need to act accordingly. Start tightening up. I need that offensive line fix coming up in the draft. I need our defensive linebackers and our secondary fix. Office people, y'all know what time it is. Do it.
Eichenberg's trash.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When does Jackson get back, bro? I told you.
Snell didn't look bad.
Greg Little has.
I was actually.
Someone needs to give that guy some antler spray so he can get back and play like Ray Lewis, bro. Because that was ridiculous. Eichenberg was brutal.
I was high on Snell getting sent to the practice squad. I was glad I was right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Brandon Shell.
Shell. Sorry, I keep saying Snell, dude.
Yeah.
What a waste of a fucking pick.
I mean, how is Ray Russo better than Jalen Phillips? And Jalen Phillips has the 4th best pass rush win rate in the NFL right now.
Oh, we still got him out here freaking dropping in the coverage when he should have his hands in the freaking dirt.
Yeah, bro. The guy's winning 30% of his pass rushes.
Come on, man. Boy, you got to get it together, bro. Like, real talk. Let him do what he does.
Dude, when they've shifted him inside, he's been crazy good. Yeah.
They need a fireboard, bro. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
I'm tired of board. I'm tired of board. This is bullshit, bro.
I don't even know. I think he needs to just stop experimenting and do what he do. I think he's experimenting too much.
Well, you got Band-Aids out there right now, bro.
Scientist.
Listen, when you got your best, your best 2 players aren't even on the field, bro. It changes everything that you have to do. It even affects what you do up front because those guys aren't locking down those areas of the field.
Right.
They eliminate everything outside the numbers on both sides of the field. Jones is really now showing his true value to this defense. And with the X being down, we don't have anybody to step up and replace that. So now you got 2 voided spots that, man, we look like JV secondary out there against a varsity freaking unit.
Right.
Legitimately, like the JV.
And they didn't even kill us with like Elijah Moore or anything, man.
Nah, ball game. We like freshmen out there, bro.
I wanted to just see a little bit more creativity with.
I'm not gonna argue,
guys. What if like McDaniel must know, like going into this game, like he's got Teddy as a starter, like preparing for the eventuality, and with the talent that we have on this roster. I just, in my head, and I'm sure a lot of you maybe feel the same way. Maybe you guys are more grounded in reality than I am. But like, in my head, I started just buying into like McDaniel being super creative, started thinking about Deebo Samuel last year. Like, we had the, I'm just thinking like, where are these calls that like I'm expecting McDaniel to like call with like the talent that we have? Like I only saw like 1 jet sweep from Tyreek today. Maybe there was another 2 that I missed. Well, like
you know how
how
difficult you know how difficult it is for him to
I'm not saying it's not easy. It's easy.
What you're asking for when the 2 guys behind him that was supposed to start in replacement of Tua are both limited in their abilities and in the execution. Tua's the only one that can execute what you're asking for right now.
Yeah, to a high level.
With him not being
but I'm asking about like trick plays with like our playmakers.
You can't even
like
listen,
Tyreek and Jalen Waddle.
We can't even get there because who? Okay, let me ask you this question: who's gonna really honor it? How you gonna really pull it off if they know? Even the
look when we did try to pull the trick play. Remember with Skylar into Tyreek, and they bumped Skylar out. Tyreek was supposed to throw it back to Skylar. No, they supposed to throw it back to Skylar. The lineman bumped Skylar out of the passing lane in the backfield, and then Tyreek had to turn it into a run play. They tried
a 4-yard gain, They got blown like a 4 or 5 yard gain or something.
No one is respecting. No one is going to respect you. If you trick plays in themselves are just things that you're going to do to try to throw them off. But they're coming out there and their base defense not respecting Skylar, or they want.
And they're stacking the box.
And Teddy was going to have to prove. Teddy was going to have to prove that he could beat him.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't have seen the same. I don't believe you would have seen the same type of looks if you had Tua back there.
Stacking the box.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know how it is. It's a rookie quarterback,
bro.
Our line is like way different.
It's a rookie quarterback. You know, it's open season. I played defense. KRC, I played nose guard. That was my position.
Are we getting Tua back next?
One at a time. One at a time.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Pyro. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying if. You damn sure if Tua was out there, they ain't gonna stack the box.
They ain't stacking the box.
Hell no.
You got way more fluidity in the run lanes. You got way more opportunities in the run game because they have to play to his ability to move inside the pocket and get out of the pocket and make plays. And because he's a lefty, everything is different. But when you're looking at the report and you say two gloves Teddy, man, how we gotta do? Come straight up here. Where's the threat?
And I gotta also too. Again, I've gone over this. Frank Smith has talked about it. The IDs, the shifts, all those responsibilities are fully on the offensive line. No one picking up sauce and Teddy not making the hot read.
Yeah, our offensive line.
Bad news.
Yeah.
For me, the whole game
like you said
changed,
it today.
Go ahead, Rhino.
For me, the whole game changed after Sanders missed the field goal. The energy changed. The team came back. They're about to win the game, and the guy misses a field goal. You can see it in McDaniel's face too.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people. It's just what we do as fans. I think we overreacted to the 3-0, and I think we're overreacting to a 3-2. Some people are talking about 15-2. I'm sure there's some people now that are going to say 9 and whatever.
I'm 12.
We're without Tua.
Guys, apparently our second string quarterback and being on our third string quarterback is an excuse.
Never mind our two best defensive backs. The entire key
fucking Jets fans,
and
bro.
Taron Armstead, our franchise left tackle.
It's concerning.
Already trying to flex on us, bro.
It's concerning they didn't finish. Okay,
go kick rocks, bro.
It would be nice if McDaniels could instill that kind of discipline in such a young team, but it didn't happen. We got to learn.
Right.
We got to move on from it. And the coaches were given a pile of shit today.
Yep.
And I got to be honest with you, the fact that they came back surprised me. I thought
it did.
3. So
I was having a good time watching that. Yeah.
I'm not trying to minimize anything. They played like shit afterward. They got manned, but Tua's coming back, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's just real quick.
Hey man, we come out of first 6.
One at a time.
I just got one question for the whole panel, real quick, and then Ballgame can go. I just want a question for everybody. Do you guys feel comfortable with Tua coming back with this offense the way it is right now?
No, not for this game.
Offensive line.
I'm okay with it because I think
he gets the ball out quicker.
He know how to protect himself.
Okay.
As long as he learns that whole concept of throw the damn ball away, Tua will be fine. Tua is way more pocket savvy than Teddy and Skylar together.
Especially
this line. So none of that concerns me, bro.
You know what he could have done today with with that run game we had today?
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's what I was about to say, especially with Mostert playing. I think he needs to come back next week too. Because
I don't feel comfortable.
Better than the line that we had last
Well, it doesn't matter. Yo, let me say, Jan, it doesn't matter what you feel, bro. Like,
no, I know.
People need to stop involving their opinions and their feelings in this situation. This is about Tua, and y'all have already seen it. He was already passing all the protocols leading up to this week. And if it wasn't for optics, he wouldn't have been held out again.
Right.
If it was really
I was
bad,
just saying
he would have been put on IR.
Right. No, I agree. I was just expecting him to come back for Sunday night football. But yeah, if he's ready for this Sunday,
I told
let's
y'all.
go.
I warned y'all. If we lose this game, this is going to be a real possibility that he's going to be back.
Yeah,
Right. I just don't. I just hope that we're not rushing him in though, because obviously if we would have been, if we would have won this game.
Hold on, we're making excuses, but the Ravens and the Bills. I'm sorry. Did Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen miss their games? Oh, hold on. And didn't we beat the Bills when our quarterback came back from the hit and question that's led to this whole thing? So what are we talking about? We're more on the quarterback than we are our two DBs right now. We still think our defense should have held up and beat them and even did enough. We're on the offense costing us this game, not the defense. So I think being down to your third string quarterback who's never played an NFL snap, that's called context to the situation, not an excuse. Maybe some of you Jet fans, I know you're not very smart to begin with. Maybe you should go get an encyclopedia, I don't know, and go look up some definitions and see what you can find, and go look up at the definition of excuse and context. Maybe you'll learn something today. Anyways, continue on.
Reason, ball game.
Yeah,
seeing how Tua played up until this point till he got knocked out the game this season, what do you think Ross is sitting there in his office saying right now about the whole Tom Brady and trying to get rid of him in the first place? Do you think he's in there kicking himself like, God, I'm an idiot?
I think he went. I mean, I don't think at any point right now Ross is even remotely even concerned about that. He's thinking about the fact that his quarterback is healthy, but he wasn't able to play because of the octaves of this situation surrounding it. So we got to just move forward. They don't spend time on that, bro. He did what he did. It is what it is. They move on from it because now at the end of the day, you didn't get the guy anyway. So yeah, you don't have no time. You got to process and keep moving.
Tell Ross what to do, and then he does it like blindly. I don't think he's that football savvy to think.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him that much credit.
Okay. I was just thinking if it was me, I'd have been in there kicking myself. I done cost us a first round pick for next year. I really had a stud the whole time. I'm trying to trade him like an idiot. God, I'd be in there beating myself
They
up.
don't function like that, man.
You can't be mad. Listen, I don't think. Listen, I can't be mad. I can't be mad at Ross for trying to bring in the GOAT for my young gunner to learn from. At least sit behind for 1 year to learn from. Like, come on, bro. Like, legitimately, I'm not mad at him. I'm just mad at the way he did it. You know what I mean?
No, but I think that, in my opinion, if Tom Brady comes in, Tua's out. In my opinion, bro.
Not going nowhere.
I thought that was all before Tua was even drafted. So it wasn't the Tom Brady thing all before Tua was even drafted.
It was supposed
2019.
He wasn't going anywhere.
I don't even know why this is even a thing.
Right.
I feel you on that one, Bob. I don't really think they would have traded him. I don't think they would have traded him. I don't think he would have went anywhere.
And more good news for you guys. Tyreek Hill is wearing a walking boot on his left foot.
Gosh. Damn it.
So there you go.
Hey,
damn, bro.
Do you see me smiling? Do you know why? Because my boy's gonna come back soon, and this whole thing is gonna turn around. And believe you me,
I agree.
Trust me. I don't know why. Probably because I was born in the struggle, so I'm used to the struggle.
Y'all got way too much optimism, bro.
Hey, this is the toughest.
And here you go. And here you go. Hold on a sec. Here you go.
First six.
Throw it out, bro.
Tua, who received multiple medical opinions, continues to get all clean test results per CBS.
Yeah.
Right.
Book.
No, he's good. I know he's good.
That's the hint coming soon.
He's coming. He's coming.
And I hope Hill's okay.
Who was that client?
Yeah, the only thing I was saying,
I don't know.
But
Thank you for your money.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
reason. The only thing. The only thing that I was saying, I don't know if it was too soon against Minnesota. I was okay with the Sunday night football game against the Steelers, but hey, if he's good, then I'm good. Shit, I would love to see Tua out there. He's my QB1, bro.
You need 5 days, bro, for a level 1 concussion.
Right.
8 days for level 2 and 12. Anyone between 10 to 12 for a grade 3. So, and my sons have had all of those. So I understand. He'd have been fine. If he had a concussion, he'd have been fine for this game with 10 days off. The fact of the matter is that there's such a
Dude,
big
they let him
stake.
onto a plane 3 or 4 hours after
no
this.
one.
Come on.
That's what I said. No medical doctors that really and truly value and love their job, and you know what I'm saying, is going to allow someone, if they're not healthy, to go onto a pressurized cabin.
Right.
Get on an airplane and fly home with a head. You know what I'm saying? If something's going on with their brain.
Right. No, I agree.
The group.
I agree.
Facts.
Facts.
One thing that was in my head all
Logan,
day today
fact.
was Skylar played, right? But in all honesty, I felt like today.
By the way,
way
Skylar
team was.
Skylar is the limit. That's what we learned today. Anyways, continue.
100%. I just want to
I
ask
think
you
that
guys
kid is going to be good in a few years from now. It's his first day. It's all right. It's a
Buddy, I
seventh
was just
round
joking. I was just joking.
undrafted.
Mike, continue.
Yeah.
Go.
If Teddy played today, do you guys still think we win this game?
Oh hell yeah! If Teddy played, yes.
We would have got
Sure.
points. We would have got points out of that drive that we started at our own 45, or the drive after that where Tanner Connor dropped the football. Dude, you could tell, bro.
Yeah, we don't
Skylar,
you guys think
Skylar can't read defense. You could see Skylar was seeing things he obviously wasn't seeing in preseason, and you could tell he was really nervous throwing to the second and third level. And when he did throw deep, I know he got DPI flags, but how many of those balls were underthrown? Like,
they were
all of them.
underthrown. Yes, they were. Yeah.
All of them were like able to make plays on. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, that's fair. Like I was optimistic before the game, like even going into the third half, or the third quarter, like, bro, if Teddy plays this game, we win. But like the way we just fell apart in the fourth quarter and just like that lack of effort, all that, I like started thinking back, like, man, I feel like our problems today were a little bit more deep seated than the person under center.
Yeah, but the problem that people do, and this is what drives me nuts, you're talking about what happened when Skylar was in. If Skylar never comes in, that never happens.
Never happens.
The same way if Sanders hits that field goal, the entire game is different.
Yeah, because now they're playing from behind. They're not
right.
Hey,
that's why
it's a what if
game. I know it's the Jets, but I'm okay with all of it.
And we know Sanders ain't gonna hit that when he trots out there.
No.
4 and 2.
Like, I know anything over
been
50
garbage for 2
yards.
years,
I'm chewing my nails with Jason Sanders, bro.
Garbage.
The guy's like the furthest thing from automatic, bro. The guy's the furthest thing from automatic.
Once he got paid,
we
that
come
was
out
it,
of this
man.
first 6, 4 and 2.
Once he got paid,
If we
that
can
was
come
it.
out 4 and 2, we good.
I guess for me, like getting
Gotta
out of
win
that
next
Bengals
week.
game, I needed to see
Who's
a
covering
game
Justin
from-
Jefferson next week? That's what I want to know.
We gotta see.
No.
Yeah, maybe let them take
And
some time
if
off.
they got problems with Brees Hall this week, I introduced to you Dalvin Cook next
Dalvin
week.
Cook.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, they really gotta let their nuts hang next week.
I'll
No,
tell you
I
right
really
now,
do.
from what I saw today, we ain't winning that game without Tua.
Agree, man, for sure.
What's up with Chase Edmonds, man? He's dropping everything.
Yeah, man, and very clutch.
Edmonds looks
passes.
bad, dude.
Edmonds just dropping everything.
Shock vanilla straw that says Jesus is covering Justin Jefferson.
Bro,
Jesus, hold the wheel. That's going Benogany next week. Jesus, take the wheel, baby.
You know, when you go from a guy that's putting the ball where only you can catch it in stride to a guy that's putting the ball damn near down at the ground, you got to scoop it up. Like,
What a difference.
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
different.
Or to the opposing side to
thing I
where you're
noticed.
going to.
One thing I noticed, you guys know I'm in Jamaica. I don't listen to the game. But Noah Igbenogany was in the game, and I don't hear you guys saying that he gave up plays or anything like that.
Well,
How
he
did
gave up
play?
his first down to Corey
He gave up a
Davis.
first down.
Yeah.
So bad, bro.
Okay, so he keep the name Stepchild. All
He
right.
also took Baker out of the tackle.
Yeah, he ran into Baker on that big Brees Hall.
Yeah,
up the sideline.
Did
He
he-
ran into Baker and took him out.
Did he run into Jerome or did Jerome run into him?
Who
Because he was
cares?
already
Ran
engaged.
into each other. Stop
He
making
was
your
engaged.
excuses.
He was already engaged with the wide receiver. Hey, was the wide receiver already? Was the wide receiver already blocking Noah? I'm just asking a question. Jerome Baker's free, running out there to go defend defend Hall, and Noah's already engaged with the wide receiver now. So who ran into who?
You're not saving any money here, ball game.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I'm just saying.
It's still
he was just another man on the field, bro.
Bro, this man's gonna be packing groceries, and ball game's gonna say, "Well, you didn't get enough reps." You know what I mean?
I was sitting on the couch. My sons and I watched that play together, and we was like, "What the hell is Jerome doing running into a guy that's
Both
already
of them.
engaged?"
Idiots attract idiots, bro. Look at that.
Hey, you know the old cartoons,
wide receiver
when they run into each other.
Okay. And then Javon Holland blows a tackle on Breece Hall right after it. Instead of stopping him inside the 10, he gets stopped at the 1 because Javon blows the tackle even on the. So second level can't get it done. Third level blowing tackles on one play, bro.
Yeah.
This was, dude, if you go back and watch my reaction, I literally said this is a clown show. Because like,
That's how it sounds.
like, what's going on here, bro?
I think they might have pulled up to the venue in a little car, though. They all got out.
They all got like out of a 67 VW Beetle with coconuts all over it, bro.
The bums,
Ridiculous, bro.
Dang, bro, it was like the old cartoons when the characters start following each other.
See, this is the thing. That comes down to coaching too, bro. You should be striking the fear of God into them that if they miss tackles. There should be like reprimands at practice, like crazy laps or some kind of crazy punishment of we will count up how many missed tackles you have each game and you will make up for it in practice. Like, what the fuck? This has been going on since preseason. Since when we could hit in practice, this shit's been going on, bro.
Yeah.
This is an issue.
You know what the problem with that is? When you got the players.
I don't want no divas.
No, you can't. No, you can't fucking threaten them though because they make more money than the coaches do.
Well, no, because we're so injured, you can't afford for these guys to pull a hammy running laps, bro.
That's why I was saying like this whole process needs to go back to some type of system.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
You get your paycheck based on your production on the field, game by game, not this guaranteed bullshit. Like
the NFLPA,
you don't get paid until Tuesday after the Monday night game is done, and after all the stats, and I'm just saying, bro. Like
that's like we should have Thursday night football.
You tell me how many. You tell me how many people you know right now. Even if a motherfucker making a salary versus a person making an hourly wage, right?
You're right.
Come on now.
I agree, but it ain't
they control the NFL now, so
it's called a union, man. They suck. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, this is what we get then. So
yeah, it's
4-2. Just hope.
Just like we can have Thursday night football, but Jeff Bezos paying $1 billion.
I don't want to catch a bad case of it. Let Dalvin and
Jeff
Jefferson catch
needs
COVID
to take
or something.
Shiba Inu, dude.
I don't know, but
and you know what I don't like, ball game. This is what I don't like about our defense. Yeah. Even when we're keeping us in games, we're still susceptible to big plays consistently. Like that Breece Hall 79-yard. When the game was still close, like. Exactly. I know, but like it always happens. We're always susceptible to these big plays, and you got to kill that shit, man.
You're right.
Like they're not hungry enough no more. They're not hungry no more. They used to be hungry. I don't like when I listen to y'all talk about the game and how they play. I get a feeling from it. It's my sport, and it's they're not hungry no more. They're not hungry. They just relax.
I ain't had nothing.
It's weak. I don't think they relaxed, bro.
I think
they dejected. I think they're looking at it and thinking to themselves like,
everyone's going down, man. Yeah.
Uno ain't here, bro.
That takes a toll on a room. Think of it. X is look. I'm not gonna say Byron's a locker room leader, but X is a locker room leader. He's out. They know Byron's out. Taron Armstead's a leader. He goes down. Tua goes down. Teddy's a locker room leader. Then he goes down on the first drive. They're probably looking at this like, you get to a point where you probably look around like, man, we just can't catch a break right now. Like,
no, you're right, but the thing is that field goal, man. We came back. We were winning that game, bro. We were gonna win that freaking game.
Yeah, I mean it's Tanner Connor,
your fault, Rhino.
Jason Sanders. You can blame.
Why is the hole talking to me?
Pyro's in the hole, yeah.
See,
you're in the hole.
I feel like catching a wide open pass is easier than kicking a field goal. But I know when Jason Trott's out there, I was like, he ain't gonna make this shit.
No, I knew it. That's why I didn't even make a big deal about it. It's just like he missed it because I knew he was missing it, bro.
I heard when you said that. I was like, damn, how he knew he missed it? I'm hearing the play in the background. The reasons like he missed.
But Tanner Connor. Tanner Connor, UDFA. They put you on the 53 when you were in a boot. You
Fighting
get
that
your
bitch.
chance, and this is
Fighting
what you deliver.
Yeah.
Perfect pass too. He fighting that
Why
bitch.
is he
Like,
playing, bro?
Skylar's
Why?
best pass of the game.
yeah.
Right in the money.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
Hey
know.
man, that
He
thing went
did.
right to his hands,
He
man.
did shoot a dart like
He wasn't picked 'cause-
right down the middle to I forget who in like the second quarter. I think it was.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't need one
20
play.
yards.
I need several consistent plays.
Right.
Oh well,
Hey,
that's a lot
with
to
the
ask.
Yeah, but
situation we were in, I'll
but here's
take
the
them
thing
as they
though, bro.
come.
He's not gonna get many reps, so all his reps have to count.
Count, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete Show.
Yeah.
He's gonna be good in a few years. Skylar, I'm talking about Skylar.
Oh, he's talking about Skylar.
Oh,
Yeah,
Skylar.
I'm talking about
Okay.
Skylar.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was pretty good when he
Paul
came
Kim's
out.
about to write off Tanner
Yeah.
Connor, eh? Attaboy.
Nah, not yet. I'm just
Not yet.
saying, like, he gonna get shit for that. The tight end coach is gonna rip his new one, and like,
Because what you said's right, bro. You only get you're not getting a ton of
limited
reps,
reps,
here.
bro. You gotta take advantage of all that shit.
And when you don't, that's when you eventually get whittled down to no reps.
Yeah.
So
Doghouse.
yeah.
You're not dependable.
I can't believe we let up 40 points to the New York Jets.
The Jets.
Oh, God.
That just means when they come to us, we gotta get them fuckers out, bro. You gotta. The next game gotta
we
be a
gotta blow
statement
him out,
game.
man.
We are literally the
I want to
Bills.
see. I want to see like last.
And I'm so you know what I'm so disheartened by? How did we not
Adam
get
Gaze.
turnovers off that
Turnovers.
offense?
Yeah.
How did we not get turnovers off that offense?
He didn't really put the ball in places though, but he didn't really throw the ball in
I
places
know.
that was really dangerous.
Yeah,
So
they
like,
gave him a bunch of easy stuff underneath.
stuff,
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
Even that 35, even that completion inside our 35 after we got shut down at our own 45 when we couldn't gain a yard or whatever. Bro, the guy was wide. Corey Davis wide open along the sideline, wide open.
had Nick Needham turned all around.
Yeah, Needham's been
That was
been
not
struggling on the
Noah. Thank
boundary,
you.
right?
That was Needham.
No, Needham's been struggling on the boundary, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro.
But how are you gonna give up 19 points on 93 plays to the fucking Bills and 40 points to these jabronis? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde, baby.
He did have X. X was in that game, so I don't
Yeah.
know. Take that as you will.
Right.
And we were getting good pressure early on in that first quarter. We just couldn't sustain it, right?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
And then we get sacks and they get turned over by penalties.
How serious is Armstead?
It's a toe injury and he hasn't been practicing. I'm gonna guess it's serious.
It's that turf toe, man.
There might, and sometimes that needs surgery.
Yeah, didn't that happened in the Cincinnati game, right?
It's like a groin injury, dude.
Yeah,
it's chronic, man. It's just gonna continue to be there.
It takes away from him being able to kick step, man. That shit is no joke.
I
That's
mean,
all on your toes. Kick
Like
step.
Waddle. You can see it with Waddle with his groin injury. He's just, not the same.
Well, I mean, the only good thing might be we're getting all of our injuries out of the way now.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe.
Silver lining.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Are we really doing this now?
I'm not. Come on,
All right, ball game. Peace,
I'll be
yo.
good, man. Yeah.
Deuces, bro.
Peace,
Peace, man.
Later.
It's been a bad 2 weeks, dude.
The ball game had
Yeah,
the
it
sickest
has, bro.
webcam logo. That Dolphins Punisher logo was sick, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm like,
Rob, this ain't
I'm
man.
disgusted.
We can't
What's up,
sim
bro?
this. We can't sim this, man.
We can't sim this. It's not Madden, bro. Let's get some final thoughts. I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna eat some dinner here. Ryan, we'll start with you. Final thoughts, buddy.
Yeah, I think like we all do, we overreact, we underreact. I think people talking about 5, 15, and 2 that 2 weeks ago, so we'll get through this. I think to put Skylar in the position he was in was awful for him and for the team. I think we made a good comeback there for a while. When things went the other way, the whole game just changed, and I think there was some creativity with McNerd. I think he did a good job there, and I think if I was Boyer, I would feel like I'm calling plays with both hands tied behind my back right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see it when they come back and the same stuff is happening. If it happens, then we can deal with it. Yeah, they're definitely played like trash today. The effort was gone. I think next week will be a good week for Tua, a good week for the team, and a good bounce back. And go Fins.
Pyro in the hole.
Fins up, bro.
I just gotta say this, man. Jets fans enjoy this shit. You can go ahead and go on social media and everything, brag about this shit all you want. We're gonna meet up at week 17, wherever the fuck, and we're gonna take care of business. We're gonna whoop that ass, and you guys gonna be back down to earth, screaming, talking about something. Well, we got next season. So enjoy, Jets fans. You got this one. I ain't gonna make excuses. We're not Bills fans, so Fins up.
King Z305, go ahead, buddy.
Work needs to be done. That's all I gotta say. Fins up.
Someone's saying McDaniel got Teddy murdered. No, you can blame the O-line and Teddy not making the hot read. Robert, your final thoughts.
Hey, Pyro, I hope you have room in your hole because I need a hug.
Come on down, bro. We got cookies. We got everything down here.
Hell yeah. I have to go hide in the hole with Pyro.
We got some Hawaiian punch.
Disgusting.
Hawaiian punch.
What flavor?
Rough day, man. Rough couple of weeks.
You'll be down
I
here
expected
too,
better. And at least we're getting injuries out of the way now. So we know what we are at the end of the year, but we have a lot of room to grow. And they just need to get better.
Mm-hmm.
The season wasn't 3 weeks. It's 17.
Yeah. All right, Jan, your final thoughts?
Yeah, no, thanks for having me here, bro. No, definitely not what I envisioned coming into this game. I was hoping to split the series 1-1 with Tua sitting out against the Vikings and having him back against the Pittsburgh Steelers. If he is good to go Sunday against the Vikings, I'm all for it. So I'm not making a big deal out of it. Tough situation for Skylar Thompson to come in after the first series or first play for Bridgewater being hurt. So Fins up, man. We're 3-2. Hopefully we can go 4-2 this Sunday, bro.
Logan, your final thoughts?
Yeah, man. I do have like criticism on McDaniel with I think you should be playing Mostert a little bit more. I think we just need him playing. I mean, you're 3rd and 1. You put Gaskin in, and it's 4th and 1, and that weird play call. I mean, and then it just was like really downhill after that. Only criticism for him, but I mean, we're 3-2. Season ain't over yet, so Tua should be back next week, or should be better. But anyways, Fins up.
Mike, your final thoughts?
We are 3-2. We're above 500. Yes, not happy with some of the stuff we did today, but again, I'm not going to make excuses. We are a team, and we lost as a team today, my honest opinion, regardless of who was playing under center. But, we just need to take it on the chin and move on to, week 6. So, Fins up, baby.
And Richard, your final thoughts?
First, I want to say, Reason, brother, love the show always, man, and I love that you keep it real. Keep up the good work. You do it from your heart. That's one of the reasons why I gravitate to your platform and what you do. About the team, honestly, I'm not really down. Listen, I want everybody to understand this. If Tua was not hurt and this didn't happen under these circumstances, I really and still do believe that we would go to 7-0. That's just my belief. It is what it is, though. It's sports, so we get hurt, injuries, unforeseen circumstances is a part of it. Yeah, it looks pretty bad, but he's going to come back. I'm really kind of happy. He already proved it to me, and I hope he proved it to everybody that we have our quarterback. So we've been so long without a real quarterback. We have one. All this other stuff, to me, it will get fixed. We have a quarterback. That's all. And when he come back, he'll prove it. So I'm not going to be down and all that stuff. The Jets, about the victory, they have a saying about this. Something about sunshine's dog ass, once in a while. That's your sunshine. All right.
Guys, listen, I know we didn't win, but go check out PhinsideTheNFL.com. Go to the shop section. We got a bunch of new tees and hoodies up. And we're going to be having some new designs that are coming soon, including the McDaniel for Coach of the Year. So go check it out, PhinsideTheNFL.com/shop. Appreciate all of you that have been supporting, because man, we're even selling mouse pads out here. So I appreciate all of y'all that have been supporting the channel and that have been supporting PhinsideTheNFL.com, because a lot of work went into getting that site right. And I love that Tua Hawaiian punch shirt. That shit's on fire. All right, guys, I am going to be back. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, but I'll probably do the recap show tomorrow night after all the family leaves and everything like that. So you can probably expect to see me tomorrow night. Listen, I know it was rough to watch today. I mean, imagine having to sit here and stream to you guys for 3.5 hours. I mean, you guys get to watch in the privacy, games like that in the privacy of your own home. And those are the games that I wish I could watch in the privacy of my own home. But
a lot of F-bombs,
Yeah, that was not a pleasure to watch. Hopefully next week is much better. It's going to have to be for them to stand a chance against the Vikings next week. And really, again, a offense where Kirk Cousins can put up numbers, Justin Jefferson can put up numbers, Adam Thielen can put up numbers, Dalvin Cook can put up numbers. Another test for this defense, but our offense is going to need to get right next week for us to stand a chance against this team, because you could be in another situation where you're going to have to score more than 20 points to get the W next weekend. So offense is going to have to get right. And hey, we got 6 days to get it right, because today don't count. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. You already know what time it is. Fins up all day, every day. Teams 3-2. Let's get to 4-2, baby. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Fins up, baby.